Good morning, it's me, Chris Colley. I am a few minutes late. I had some trouble logging on this morning. I'm still not sure if I am in the right spot or not, but I'm going to check it out. I am an independent Stand Up demonstrator in Rochester Hills, Michigan, and I am here on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. It looks like let me see if I can find us here. I'm always here on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. I do a little bit of a live crafting time with you. Normally, I create 3 cards. I'm going to cut back and just go to 1 card because I don't really want to be here and take up an hour of your time. So I'm going to do just 1 card at a time. That way you can catch me on a lunch hour when you have a little bit of a break. I'm going to try to keep it between 25 and 30 minutes so it's doable for everybody to take a little break, treat themselves, and watch. So if you're here watching, drop me a hello. I like to know that you're here with me. And if you're catching the replay, also let me know. Today, I'm going to be sharing a card with the Thoughtful Wishes stamp set. This actually is a bundle. So it has all of these great images, plus it has some beautiful sentiments. Dearest friend, thinking of you fondly, thanks. Lots of great sentiments in it. And the sentiments kind of go with cursive and then printing, so it's kind of a mixed font situation. And then it does have these dies that coordinate with it, which are absolutely beautiful. Look how big some of these fonts are, these fonts are. I think they're so pretty. And they coordinate with the stamp sets, or with the images in the stamp set. So it is a great value when you bundle it because you do save 10% on all bundles. And today we're also going to be using the Thoughtful Journey 6x6 Designer Series paper. Here's a couple of sheets from it. You can see how gorgeous this paper is, and then the backs of it. It's just so beautiful. I love that kind of watercolor look, and that's just a couple of the pages of it. This is actually the suite that we're going to be focusing on for our creativity club this month. So let's go ahead and get started. This one's going to use a lot of the DSP. This is one of my favorite patterns for using the DSP. We're going to use some Mossy Meadow. And this is our new beige bordered ribbon. If you have not tried this ribbon yet, it is gorgeous. And one of the great things I like about it is that because it is a light colored ribbon, we can color it. So you can kind of manipulate it a little bit, if you will. Maybe manipulate's not the best word, but alter it. Let's go with alter it, okay? So I'm going to take my Mossy Meadow Light blend, give it a little shake so all the alcohol gets mixed in with the ink before we start. And I'm going to use my brush tip, and I'm going to use my brush tip so that it's almost flat. And that way it's not going to do a whole lot of damage to the tip of my blend. And I'm just going to color that. And it's going to be, we're going to make a bow. I have 2 pieces. One piece is going to go around my paper, and the other one is going to go in a bow on my card. Just going to rotate my marker tip. Looks like I might be getting a little bit low on ink, but we're just going to keep going. If you guys don't know, our Designer Series paper, there are 14 packs of Designer Series paper that are on sale at 15% off. So you want to grab those papers if you can. They are all still available as of this morning. And we also have 2 new kits available this morning, or yesterday, I guess they were available for the first time. And our kits are first come, first serve. So if you want them, you need to order them. One of them is the coolest haunted house. It's 3D, so it's kind of tall, has some ghosts in the windows, a fence around it. It is really cool. And if you're not familiar with our kits, they do come, they're all inclusive. So when you open up the box, everything you need to complete your project is inside the box. So it makes crafting quick and super easy. And I think that haunted house is like a really cool idea to have, like maybe a little, oh, what do I want to say? Masquerade party or costume party? Yeah, costume party. That's what I want to say. So you can have a little costume party. Everybody can dress up and you can come and make haunted houses, share your Halloween treats. Everybody has a favorite Halloween treat. So that's kind of an excuse to have a party, right? And I always love a good party. So that would be perfect for me. Okay, so I have both of my pieces colored. I'm just going to set those aside. I'm going to take my Mossy Meadow ink, and I'm going to use the You Make Life Better stamp as my sentiment. And if you're new to Stampin' Up, our ink pads open like a compact. So they have the little ridge there. You just put your thumb in it, lift it up, flip it over, and slide. And I have used our Nested Essentials dies, I think that's what they're called, and cut out this little rectangle. So I'm going to put my rectangle on there. I'm going to ink my stamp just like 3 light taps. And then I'm just going to make sure I have ink all over it. And it's going to go in the center there. Okay. This is like how easy this card really is, you guys. It is super easy to do. Super duplicatable, meaning you can do lots of them. And we do have some Christmas paper that would make a great, quick and easy Christmas card. Looking for my bone folder. Here it is. I'm just going to fold and crease on my score line. This piece of Mossy Meadow is 5.5 by 8.5, scored on the 8.5 side at 4 1/4. Okay. And I have this piece of cardstock, which is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, okay? And our card is actually going to go this way. And then I have 4 pieces of Designer Series paper. So this one is 1/2 inch. This one is 1 inch. This one is 1.5 inches. And this one is 2 inches. So you can see how quick and easy this card is. And you're just going to keep these designer pieces or Designer Series paper pieces in order so that you get that whole gorgeous scene. So this is what this paper looks like whole. And then when we've cut it up, it looks like this. All of the papers in this paper pack are that gorgeous. So you will probably have a hard time deciding which one you want to use. This piece of paper is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And I actually put my DSP on it already before we started because I didn't want to get my 2 pieces of white. There's like 1/8 of an inch difference in that. And so I wanted to be sure that I got the right pieces. So I'm going to put this on the inside of my card, and adding that little piece of Designer Series paper on the edge here is a great way to use up the rest of that paper and tie the front of your card into the inside of your card and make your inside just as special and as pretty as your outside is. And you can see this is just the continuation. So it's that little left-hand side of this paper, so it will actually kind of line up and coordinate there too. Okay? And what I'm gonna do is start by putting my adhesive on these pieces of paper, and I'm just gonna use, you guys that watch me know I'm a I was going to say snail, but it's not snail. Stampin' Seal is what it is, and I prefer the Stampin' Seal over the glue. It's been a morning here already. Can you guys tell? Okay. I'm just a messy glue girl, so I prefer the Stampin' Seal over the glue. So I'm going to center this. I'm going to start at my left-hand edge. You can really start left or right, but I'm just going to make sure I have about the same amount of white at my left edge as I do there. And then I'm just going to sort of sit my inner pieces in there. I'm going to get them about where I think I want them, but not press them down until I get all my pieces on and make sure they're lined up straight at the top and the bottom. Like I can see that one is way up at the top. So top and bottom, and pattern going in the right direction, of course. Okay, so I can see I want a little bit more white showing, so I'm gonna kind of move them all this way and just kind of scoosh them for now, and not, of course, press them in. I'm gonna do just a little bit closer there. Gosh, there we go. And this one, I'm going to move just a hair closer. And you can, if you need to have them all exactly spaced, by all means, use your ruler and go in, knock yourself out, and get that 1/16 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch before or between all of these spaces if you want to. I'm just going to eyeball it and be okay with that. I try not to stress about the little things. This paper is like so absolutely gorgeous that I can't imagine getting a card made with this paper and going, oh my gosh, there's a little more white space showing here than there is there. But if it bothers you, by all means, fix it the way you want it. Now, when we colored our ribbon, it does get a little stiff, so I'm just going to put it on my bone folder and put my thumb on top and just kind of soften it up a bit. I did not color the other side, but you can color both sides if you like. I like to adhere my ribbon with glue dots just because my glue dots are a little stronger than my adhesive and will hold it a little bit better. Okay, I'm trying to figure out which side I like best. And I think it's going to be this one. So I'm going to adhere this right to our white piece of paper towards the top. I want to leave as much of this beautiful paper showing as I can. So I'm just going to cover a little bit of it. And then I'm going to cover my ribbon really good with my Stampin' Seal. And that, again, is just going to give it a little extra layer of support so that that ribbon doesn't pull out on me. There we go. And that's going to go on the front of our card. And again, you're just going to get that little trim, almost like a little peekaboo of that mossy meadow behind there. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we're going to get some dimensionals. I have this great tray that I leave here to organize myself. It was a Christmas gift at our Uplines team meeting, and I didn't get it. It was not a gift for me, but I had to go and go back and order one. Here's, I'll give you a little peek at it. It's clear acrylic, And it holds my glue dots, my dimensionals, an extra Stampin' Seal, bone folder, some green glue, a little adhesive remover, some little glue dots, some scraps, and some washi tape, all kinds of a little Clorox disinfectant in there, all kinds of great things, but it stays right on my desk because it has like everything I need in case I have forgotten to bring something along with me. I don't normally design here, so sometimes I need to kind of remember things coming and going, and this kind of just helps keep me on track. So I'm going to put dimensionals on both ends and in the middle of this one because we have the ribbon in there. I want it to be sure and be nice and secure above that ribbon. And I'm going to kind of put it, in fact, I'm going to wait. I'm going to tie my bow and then decide where I want to put it. So this is the piece that I colored. That's for my bow. I'm just going to give it a little softening there. I'm going to slide it under here. And you may want your bow on the right side. I'm left-handed, so things seem to look a little better to me when they start on the left as opposed to the right. But you can put it wherever you want to put it. I'm a bunny ear girl, so I have my 2 loops. One's going to go over the other and then up through the hole. And that's my bow. I am not like a professional bow tire. I'm not even sure my bows really look good, but I do know that I like them. I can tie them without getting myself frustrated, so I am good with that. If you don't like tying bows, it makes you frustrated, just tie a little faux bow or a knot. Our ribbon is beautiful, however you're going to use it, whether you have a faux bow or just a little knot, it's going to be okay. And your creations should be something that you like and are proud of. So you kind of add your own little touch as you go along. Okay, so there's my bow. I'm just going to trim up my ends here. And fluff that one up a little bit. I am going to then add my sentiment, because now I have a better idea of where I want it. And when you do this with your bow, you can put your fingers on it and move it this way. So I'm just going to put my knot between my finger and my thumb and kind of drag it that way. If you get it in a spot that you're not crazy about, that's one way to get it in there. And I'm going to put that right on top. I want to make sure that my bow is going straight. There we go. So it says, "You make my life better." Isn't this paper gorgeous? And then you have that kind of look inside. And I actually am going to come in. We have these beautiful blooming pearls, and they're kind of iridescent pearls. Aren't they gorgeous? So you have pink and peacock and kind of a green there and some gold. I think I'm going to use, I don't know, I think I'm going to use this green. I'm going to see what it looks like here. And do maybe 2. Oh yeah, I like that, especially with the green, right? The green in the bow. So I'm going to do 2 there. And then I think I'm going to do kind of a bigger one down here. Okay. Oh, I got my words a little crooked there. There. Isn't it beautiful? I just absolutely love it. And quick and easy, like it was like 15 minutes is what it took us. So not very difficult at all to put together. And here is one with a different pattern of paper. So this one kind of the pink and the peach coral is kind of your focus color on this one. And I use some gold on there, and then this one. So you have 2 really beautiful pieces of paper. They both coordinate with the Mossy Meadow. Super simple and easy cards. And again, this is the Thoughtful Wishes bundle. And then I used the Nested Shapes dies for this. So you guys, I'm going to pop down here, see if anybody has any questions, left me any comments. So I know I'm not out here alone, but I don't see anybody. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. If you're watching the replay, please let me know and enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks. Bye-bye.